Peace, peace, power to all my brothers and sisters out there. Peace and blessings, peace and love. We come with you. Um, we come in peace. And on this upload video today, we'll talk about a mirage of different topics, mainly the immigration bill that the Republicans, their own bill, they still blocked it out the Senate. Um, Yet they want all the, they keep saying about the immigration and this, that, and the third, but they blocked the bill. Bipartisan bill. They blocked it. They got everything they want, and they blocked it. So you know why? Because ex-president Trump, he didn't like it. He said, "Don't go for it. It's okadoke." You know what I'm saying? So when President Trump was in office, when he had the Senate and the House, he never passed any type of immigration bill. But yet they huff and they puff about immigration. When you had the chance to do it, you never even nothing, crickets. And so here's a chance they had again, and yet again they keep talking about the invasion, this invasion, and Biden's immigration policy is a disaster. But yet you had a chance to pass a bill that everyone, for the most part, thought was a fair bill all the way around the board. You know what I mean? Humanitarian efforts for Gaza and Hamas war. Some of that was going there. A couple of different places that you really wasn't, you know, I couldn't be mad at if you had to make a deal. But yet, you had the opportunity. And so now you can just go back and cry on your soapbox about the immigration bill and how blah, 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 this, that, and the third, how the invasion, the invasion, the invasion. Yet again, when you had time to pass the bill and put something with some teeth in there that was solid all around the board, you listened to your daddy, Trump, um, who never, when he was in office, once again, who had the Senate and he had the House, never passed any type of legislation towards immigration and the borders. But yet we kept hearing we're building this wall, we're building this wall. So it's crazy. Uh, that bill, Trump's bill, what he wants to do. He wants to lock it down for the Muslims, ban and all that, and just dress it up and all kinds of stuff. Which is crazy, but that's how he is. That's how he gets his base riled up. Um, you always got to have the radical Islamic radicals and this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? So that's their go-to. So don't get tricked. Like I said, they're gonna have to earn my vote one way or the other. I find flaws on each side. You know what I'm saying? Both sides are a wreck. But I'm willing to listen to somebody new and see if they can catch up because this is crazy. You know, like they can't catch up. So I don't know. This is the choices that we have. So you have to take it serious and just can't just vote on a whim. You know what I mean? Got to find out what's going on out here. But it is what it is. Um, everything's a stage. Everything's a stage. Everything is just a a, a topic of the day, and people just latch onto it. Like I say, go viral, and so everything is just it is what it is. You know, everything's a racket. My dad used to tell me too. Sports, everything, politics, it's all a racket. If it's all a racket. So you can only control what you can control, and you control your vote. You can control who you want to vote for, and send your message to like many others. And as far as if you're not feeling an individual candidate, then you know you, you who's to say that's your right. But if you feel a vote, did you want to vote with someone you think you can trust? And by all means. Right now, like I say, I'm not impressed by any of them. I'm really not. So uh, when it comes down to it, I'm still need some information. You know, I'm tired of hearing. And all you're going to get is promises and promises right now. But I want some information. I want to see how you're going to get stuff passed. Who's going to pay for it? Um, everything else is going on in the world. How are we going to get out of it? What's the end game? I mean, we need whatever. All this, in Jordan, we in Yemen, we're everywhere, and I get it for Americans' interests. I get all that, but still, three soldiers get blasted. Excuse my candor, and I mean, we wait like a week or so for to retaliate, which you know, I'm not in the military, so I guess they got strategies and strategic operational plan to, because it's a dangerous mission. So everything has to be, fine tuned. Everything has to be on point as best it can for missions like that. So that's, oh, we gonna strike back. You got to remember, you got people lives, you know, putting their lives on the line to do that. Go, you know, whatever they have to do. You know what I'm saying? So it's a heavy thing. It's a heavy thing, and we're comfortable over here. We, just to stay comfortable, you have to realize, the work that they're those soldiers are putting in, man, every day, and they, they go about their job because, hey, they're disciplined enough to do what they have to do during the course of the day, whatever their duty calls for them to do. At the same time, once you're statewide or stateside, and you're just going about your little daily job, whatever you do, like I said, and any, at a stroke of a pen or decision, we at war. You have to be called up. So that's why you got to give them their props, man. When you see them, thank you for your service and all that, because they're gonna follow. They're gonna. That's what they get prepared for. They prepare for that. And are we prepared? You know what I mean? Just in case the enemy can be in here, already. Some are in here, sleeper cells, and a lot of people are embedded. Cyber scams and cyber attacks. It's a multitude of you know, different stuff that you have to be prepared for. Stuff that you don't even think about. They're thinking about it. You know what I mean? Got a lot of people who have investment in America too. So it's beneficial for China, Saudi Arabia, Britain, what I mean, the UK, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, and still people here are not satisfied with how things are going. You know what I'm saying? So they feel that they getting the short end of the stick. The taxpayers, because they don't see their dollars in certain states, federal dollars. I mean, what's being done? Road wise, infrastructure, bridges. Sometimes I say, is this going to make it the next 3 years? Cracks and everything. It's just for this to be America. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. It could be, to me, it's like every time you try to improve a neighborhood or whatever, it's always a battle over who's going to pay for this and who's going to pay for that, and it's held up, a stadium or anything to uh, increase jobs and economic boom in certain neighborhoods and stuff. There's always going to be someone. It's always going to be someone to block it or put a wrench in the program until everyone gets a piece of whatever they got to get a piece of, and that's just how it works. And it's just it's tiring, but that's the game. What we're gonna do about it? You can vote them in or vote them out, though. You can just display your your displeasure. You can visit Wherever if you're in Maryland, you can go to the State House in Annapolis. It's open to the public. Voice your opinion to your delegate, your state senator. You know what I'm saying? So, got to be diligent, though. Got to be diligent. You can be respectful, you know what I mean? But you politicking, you're trying to put, that 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 initiative in their minds when they talk about, wherever area you're from in Maryland, and you really feel strong about it. About jobs, education, the same old in these municipalities. So you got to keep a bug in the air, man. Lobbyists, basically. That's how they do it. Basically, you got to be a real lobbyist. And you got to get the answers from the people, man. Direct. What are you going to do about this? I need a library here. We need more a stop sign. Whatever it is that community needs, and you really want it as a people, we got to advocate for it. Because they're going to claim they don't have no money. Put it in the federal budget where this can be prioritized, and we can get another school or what police, a building, a police, what anything. You know what I'm saying? Might as well have some libraries. You know what I mean? Um, of course, then community centers where everybody benefits off a community center. I know that's like, oh, we need another community. Yes, you need more. People like to go to the gym. People like to do exercises. People like to have activities during the day. They get in and they get out. It's convenient for them, and that's their community center. They vote there. So all that comes in play when you're trying to you're talking about community, man. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, and we just gotta stay diligent on these senators, man. And it ain't always parties and entertainment with me and all that's great to talk about, but real life stuff like we doing right now. You know what I mean? Whether you should get an electric car or a gas car, whether you prepare for the electricity to go off, the heat to go. I mean, it can be savagery out there, man. You don't know who's who out there coming. The animals. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you got to be prepared, man. And a lot of us not. A lot of us not. We can watch all the movies in the world, but we're not getting prepared on stuff. Do you have enough water to last you for maybe 3 days or so? See, we ain't even thinking like that. A lot of people are not. But these are things you should have: food, canned food. That expired. Put something away where you can some dry cereal, some multigrain, or something that's going to be beneficial for your body and nutrients, so you can have strength. Because it'll be rough. You don't know how long the electric going to be out. I hate to even think about it. But I've been through a couple of hurricanes, and to pass through, you get the remnants of it. They rain, knock your electricity out. Food spoil, and all that. So, so that's just what it is. Survival. Survival of the fittest. In most cases, unfortunately, it is. You know what I mean? So, are we organized? Because are we organized as a people? And certain things like that can even cause chaos, which is going to be chaos. But then it can bring the best out of people in that situation. So, bring people together. People are doing what they can to get through a situation, get through a disaster, unexpected situation. So it's about being prepared, man. It really is. It's about being prepared. So, like I said, this election, man, you gotta send a message. You cannot go for the same old okey doke. You gotta send a message to both parties. Unfortunately, they're not listening. They think they know, but they don't know. That's it for me. Vanguardian 650. Peace and blessings once again. I'm out.